welcome everyone to some racing action here on the MC Motorsports YouTube channel. It's Rebel Valley Sim Club Marty Series action here Monday, and we got 3 action-packed races lined up tonight. Xfinity at New Atlanta, Mini Stock at Slinger Speedway Oval, and finally Formula V's with the Lime Rock Park Classic combo. We got 2 brand new kart track combos, Rebel Valley Sim Club history after this Xfinity Atlanta one, which kind of is a new kart track combo. We have not done Xfinity at the new Echo Park Speedway version of Atlanta to this point. As we see, all the cars appear to have qualified. So with that, we will get this race ready to go. It's Michael Good who's on the pole here for this one. It'll be 16 cars here tonight in this field, so we will see exactly what will go on. A little bit of an early start, so that would probably explain the smaller field size. But here we are, ready to get the action underway. 30 laps from Atlanta Motor Speedway. So 30 laps here, we see Michael Good on the pole with Joseph Tucker returning to the Rebel Valley Sim Club. Cameron Face, last week's winner at Atlanta with the trucks. Zechariah Cartledge, Brian Post, Landon Slagan, Zayden Cortinas, Julian Nels, Caitlin Engel, Nathan Caldwell, Alfredo Hidalgo, Chase Ingram, Yahir Rodriguez, Justin Cormier, Derek Skladell, Noah Todd, and Jacob Wilkerson. Jacob Wilkerson, one of the better drivers, the Enter Night America regular in the field. Might be the one to beat. Going to be doing the last to first challenge here. 17 cars on the racetrack and in the pits ready to go. So Michael Good wins the pole here in the number 45 McDonald's Toyota. Joseph Tucker to the outside. A field of 17 cars here at Atlanta. 17 Rebel Valley Sim Club regulars. It's really only Caitlin Engel, one of the newer names, in the 97 car right here. So we'll see who can get this, who can execute properly and get this one here. Likely going to be only 3 races tonight, the 3 that we had scheduled. Still debating on Formula V, making that an open session race where anyone can join or full password protected. Not entirely sure, but either way, it is going to be Michael Good bringing him to the green flag here from Atlanta. Green flag in the air. Michael Good gets the launch. These Xfinity cars are a little bit hard to handle here at the newer version of Atlanta. Late in the run, these guys might find themselves self-spinning in these corners, certain awkward spots. through turns 1 and 2. They go. First time of the night. We got super speedway slash intermediate style racing right here. We got a short track race like this, road course racing. Coming up right after this. Oh, Michael Good already sideways. We talked about, oh, we got him wrecking in the back. 3 cars around. It's Ingram, Cormier, and Caldwell all going around. Oh, Zayden Cortinas around on the front straightaway as well. Tough start for the 86 car once again. But we still have a pack, so we stay green early in the going. It is a wild start. On the back stretch they go. Still have a pack of cars, so we continue to see. Oh, Brian Post sideways gets up into Landon Slagan. And around he goes, and that's going to bring out a cost for like 3 separate incidents here right off the start. And then we said they're hard to handle late in a run. Already we got multiple cars self-spinning themselves around Brian Post. Unable to hit on Chase Ingram with heavy damage, Zayden Cortinas with heavy damage. So we just got to take a look at how all this unfolded here right away. Nathan Caldwell gets into the outside wall. Chase Ingram goes down to avoid. So that's how this is collected back here. Then up front, it was Zayden Cortinas and Michael Good. Michael Good won the pole. Zayden Cortinas just, I don't know, it's hard to tell exactly what happened here. Cortinas had places to go on the bottom, but was holding his line. Michael Good just hooks him right around. Both those cars, significant damage. And then in the next set of corners, Brian Post running well at the start. Zachariah Cartledge gets on the apron, gets loose up the racetrack. Brian Post chases it up the track and spins, overcorrects it just a bit right into Landon Slagan. And it looks like Julian Ells gets a piece of it on the right front with some pretty decent damage. But everyone pretty much ready to go. We get the 1 to green this time. Cameron Face won the truck race at Atlanta 1 week ago when we did it here on Monday night. So we'll see what he has in the tank. So here's a small little pack of cars, a lot of cars leaving the pit still as we get the 1 to green. See the field catching up, a couple cars speeding their way. You see Zayden Cortinas able to catch up. Already down a faster pair is that 86 car with new opportunities with MC Motorsports. Zayden Cortinas so far have recorded a best finish of second at Langley a week ago. Otherwise, it's been pretty rough. But it's Cameron Face and Joseph Tucker, your front row on this restart. A pack of 14 cars here with a couple cars still catching up. Such as Brian Post in the 64, who does not give up time, just passes everyone right off the start, which is not allowed. Back up and through, we see Cameron Face in the 85. With the lead as they make their way through the corner. Brian Post drops to the rear. He's going, Zachariah Cartledge sideways on the inside. Back at the racetrack, Jacob Wilkerson contact with the 81 car. 81 driven by Derek Scladell, and Caitlin Engel comes down the racetrack, back up the track. More cars spinning around, piling in. It's Brian Post, and another caution flag is going to come out. Julian Nels, he did not take a fast spur, luckily, with this car completely destroyed. And you think with this little cars it'd be a clean race, but it just has not been the case so far. 4 cars with damage. Julian Nels in the 60. Caitlin Engel in the 97. Let's take a look at how it all unfolded. They're 4 wide. And Engel gets into the outside wall all by themselves and spins around. Jacob Wilkerson able to escape, but multiple cars not lucky enough. Noah Todd in the 20. Justin Cormier And here comes Brian Post sliding through Landon Slade and collected. But otherwise, everyone else was able to catch up. We'll get the 1 to green next time by. Will be another quick caution flag. We see a couple cars heading into the pits. Chase Ingram making his way through, but it's going to be 1 to green once again here. And Joseph Tucker was able to take the lead from Cameron Face. See what unfolds. So far, haven't really been able to get any racing going really so far here. We see our pack of cars shrinking as more cars. It's just hard to control here. The Xfinity cars in Atlanta, these drivers just don't really know how to drive it. Most of them slipping and sliding in the corners. You know, it's just hard to handle with these Xfinity cars. See still a couple cars catching up. They should be able to catch up, but these guys cannot just blow by everyone on the restart, or they will have to drop to the tail. You see the black flag. It's just drop to the tail of the field after the restart. So Chase Ingram might be in a position here to just blow by everyone, which he will right off the start. And it's a single file line on the inside, multiple cars. Multiple cars, and no one really double filed up. Oh, Cameron Face and Alfredo Hidalgo. Oh, and there's more contact cartilage around. They're still wrecking here right off the restart. Oh, it's going to take out numerous cars. Noah Todd just took a fast repair, but we're going to keep it green. Right off the start, all sorts of chaos ensuing. That's going to bring us to a pack of what appears to be about 8 cars. We'll all have to work together here with 21 to go. Some of these guys pit 4 tires during these recent caution flags. So here's Cartlidge, his car. Not sure exactly what happened. We see Cameron Face all by himself sideways exiting turn 2. Just hard to control these cars. See Nathan Caldwell, who was around on the first lap. He's back in the mix. We see Brian Jose Cortinas who's there in the back. Oh, Alfredo Hidalgo sideways. Oh, multiple cars. Jahir Rodriguez sideways as well. Is there some kind of fluid on the racetrack? That's what we got to wonder here at this point. It is just an absurd amount of cars sideways here. Brings us to a small pack. Noah Todd, the first car out of the race. Now they're 3 wide back here in the tail ends of the pack. Brian Post, who was around on lap 2 all by himself. He's trying to get things to work with help from Cameron Face. But it's Joseph Tucker up front. Now to the outside goes Brian Post, looking to take the lead himself. Still searching for his first Rebel Valley single. Away, there goes the 51 car sideways. Nathan Caldwell once again, all by himself. There on the inside. That's going to split this pack into 3s. Brian Post getting pushed ahead by Cameron Face. Is he going to be able to clear? We see Cameron Face up into the outside wall. Only a third of the way through this race. And it looks like an intermediate race now with how spread out it truly is here. Into turns 1 and 2, we see Cameron up the racetrack running the high side. The bottom might just be too slippery in some of these cars. It has been wild. In the back here, we see Jahir Rodriguez, who had a great save, now getting pushed by Kalen. We'll see if he's able to catch up. Cameron struggling on the outside as Joseph Tucker and Brian Post. Brian Post now with clean air might be better handling for that 64 car. There's Zechariah Cartledge back on the racetrack. it's Joseph Tucker looking to the inside for the lead. Tucker gonna take the lead right there. And the 3-4 machine Cameron Face right up against the wall, starting to lose the pack a bit. Led the early laps, but the handling might not be what that 85 car is desiring. Wilkerson maybe searching for a move to make it 3 wide in turn 1, thinks better of it, lifts out of it, and now it's Joseph Tucker, remains anchored to the outside. Brian Post into the wall. The 64 machine up into the outside wall, was just leading, and now Wilkerson looks to the outside. We talked about Wilkerson right at the start. When the cars were on the pits, how strong that car is going to be coming from the back portions of the field. And we see it here all by himself, with momentum all by himself in the 6-car pack, taking the lead. He's got no one pushing him until now. Nathan Cole, we see Zayden Cortinas sideways, Brian Post sideways in the 64. Here Rodriguez, Caitlin Engel, and Julian Nells all working together. Those cars slowly but surely catching up to this pack. Into turns 3 and 4, halfway through this 30-lap race, getting to the 15-lap point. Now Wilkerson, no help on the, oh, Nathan Caldwell, sideways, Cameron Face, nowhere to go. That's gonna allow Yahir Rodriguez to have a huge run. Where's he gonna go? To the outside, 3 wide. Oh, Cameron Face almost into the 51 again. Now they're 3 wide. These guys losing that front pack. This pack of 4 starting to pull away. This is Zayden Cortinas getting pushed at an awkward part of the corner in the 86 car. Brian Post pushing Joseph Tucker. Post gonna get on that apron and sideways. Brian Post up the track. Cameron Face once again nowhere to go. That's twice in 2 laps. Cameron Face ends up finding himself right behind the car with problems. Here's Cartledge. That car even more destroyed than it was. Cartledge gonna have to be out of the race now, and that leads to a 3-car pack in the front of the field. And as laps wind down, these tires get more worn out. Cars unable to get more grip than they need to properly run laps without going sideways. In the 3 and 4, we're watching the pack trying to see if anyone having issues. See Cortinas not going to go to the bottom with Wilkerson. Some of these cars might just be more comfortable on the outside. And now Tucker going to ditch Cortinas on the outside, giving Wilkerson that momentum that he's going to need with that draft from the 42 out in front. Oh, we see a car parked on the outside of the racetrack here. That's Cartledge on the inside. That was Alfredo Hidalgo who was parked, but he got out of the way before caution was necessary. Oh, right there we see Brian Post sideways once again in the 64. These cars are all over, begging for a caution so they can get fresh tires. Some of these guys still have not pit yet. Here comes Rodriguez to the inside of Cortinas. Cortinas leaves the door open. And Rodriguez, who was sideways all by himself earlier, going to take that opportunity. Some air movement here up the front. Wilkerson gets the air on that left rear quarter panel of Joseph Tucker, moves him up the racetrack, takes the lead. Yeah, here Rodriguez, who was all out in the dumps earlier, is now, oh, we see Post sideways once again. And Post just struggling to hang on to any bit of that car that there is left at all. And that 64 car led early, burned up his stuff though. Caldwell and Engel with some contact. We see some smoke up ahead. It's Cartledge once again. And we got more lap traffic up in front. It's Skladell and Michael Good. It's going to create some interesting circumstances here. Yeah, those two be loud. Oh, Caldwell spinning. Oh, we see Engel spinning. Oh, and that's going to be our caution flag. Multiple cars around, 4 cars collected. That's going to be towards the tail. We see Cameron Face involved, Julian Ells, Caitlin Engel still spinning the car. The pace car even gets collected in this one. And finally, these guys are going to get their caution flag to try to put some fresh tires on these cars, much needed. As a lot of these cars were just getting impossible to handle. Let's take a look at what happened here. It was Caldwell who was really struggling to hang on in that 51 car. And then right here, the 97 really it takes evasive action to avoid. Ends up getting in the wall. Cameron Face, nowhere to go. But here's where things get really nasty. It's when Julian Ells hits the 51. The 51 shoots back up the racetrack. And then Brian Post turns the 60 around. And Engel just spins all by themselves right here. down the quad oval, damage free there with that self spin through the straightaway. But into the pits they go. Might have to run this caution out. Zayden Cortina staying out on old tires. A pretty interesting call here. This is not going to go well, I don't think, for Zayden Cortinas. Alfredo Hidalgo getting laps back. You see Zayden Cortinas, the lone car that's going to stay out on old tires. Will not likely end well for him. We see how out of control it's been for a lot of these cars. So it's all a matter of what's going to unfold here. Michael Good, we're watching here. This caution will run out. We'll run the full 2-lap distance. We'll get the 1 degree next time by. But who's it going to be? Oh, Zayden Cortinas is going to the pits. So it looks like maybe some miscommunication for the 86 team. He was, I believe, leading the race at the time of caution, so it must have just thought everyone was going to stay out. He's now going to wisely pit. You might think, well, he might as well just stay out at this point. And this 16 car looks like idle on the inside. Gonna have to get him out of here. And then there's Cortinas into the pits in the 86 car. Gonna have to go all the way to the rear of the field with what will be a 6 lap to go restart. When he could have had the lead, he just pitted there at the right circumstance. But it's gonna be, so the whole top 4 multi-time winners here in the Rebel Valley Sim Club. See Jacob Wilkerson, multiple wins. Now here Rodriguez, the first ever Rebel Valley Sim Club winner back 3 years ago. Joseph Tucker, multiple wins. There's like maybe 30 combined wins with the top 4. And these guys can double up. I mean, these guys have all the rights to double up. If cars voluntarily want to be on the inside, opens the door for the outside. So hypothetically, Chase Ingram could just jump up to 6 right now if no one else is willing. Zayden Cortinas could jump up to 6th if he so desires. So we'll see if he decides or if he just wants to take it easy in the back. But what's going to be 6-lap shootout here in this one. And now they double up. We see Chase Ingram land his slag and go to the outside here. And that's just because all these cars, look at this, a full pack of cars late in the race. This is going to be something here. We're going to see chaos. But it's Jacob Wilkerson. These cars, though, the best thing, all on fresh tires, so they'll be easier to control for these last 6 laps. Jacob Wilkerson and Yahir Rodriguez, your top 2. Green flag back in the air. 6 laps to go at Atlanta. Opportunity for Cameron to go to that inside there, but is he going to stay with Yahir? No, he's going to go, and that's going to leave Yahir all by himself on the outside. Jacob Wilkerson with the lead. A lot of these cars have used their fast repair, but guess who hasn't? Pretty sure the whole top 2 has not used their fast repair yet. You still see some of these cars slipping and sliding. Even on fresh tires, the tires are cold. Oh, we see Caitlin Ingle spinning in the back all by themselves once again, the 97 around. And they're going to stay green. Oh, we see Cameron Face almost into Joseph Tucker at the front of the field. 5 laps remain. They're 3 wide, exiting the corner. Towards the back, it's Julian Nelson chasing her to the outside. Goes Cameron Face. Yahir Rodriguez going to go with that 85 machine. Oh, Cameron very loose there in the 85. Yahir around and hard into the wall. Oh! A rough situation for the 9 machine. It's going to be a single car spin. We stay green. Nearly some contact up at the front with 4 laps to go. It's a single car spin somehow for Yahir Rodriguez. We keep this race green, but his hopes are over. What was so promising here now, Jacob Wilkerson going to have to rely on Brian Post to give him the pushes that he needs. Oh, more wrecking in the back. It's Cormier and Nels. Once again, in the back, we still have a pack of cars here with 3 laps to go. Ingram looking to the inside of Sklidell for about 7th towards the tail end of this 8-car pack. Oh, Joseph Tucker sideways now. That outside just might not have what it takes. You see Cortina stitch the outside, go to the inside. Oh, Tucker sideways in the 42 car. And now it's Wilkerson. Oh, here comes Brian Post. Almost wasn't able to make that block. And now Cortina's looking for the inside on the number. Oh, there goes Joseph Tucker hard into the wall in the back. Another car going to get collected right there, but once again, we have a field here towards the latter portions of this one. It's another single car spin. Cortina's now sideways in the 86 car. Jacob Wilkerson now just has to hang on, coming to the white flag here at Atlanta. Brian Post going for his first win. Into turn 1 they go. For the final time here at Atlanta, only 3-car single file. It's going to be hard to get anything going. Here comes a big push. Brian Post going to have to make a move. He's going to have to do something. To the rear of the 43. Into the final corners. Brian Post not able to make anything happen. Around he goes hard into the outside wall. And out of the corner, the whole field explodes in the back. Jacob Wilkerson going to get the win here at Atlanta. Cameron Face going to wind up 2nd. Chase Ingram ends up 3rd. But it's Jacob Wilkerson who gets the win here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. How about that? Jacob Wilkerson victorious. Here from Atlanta, able to get it done in the 43-car wild race. Brian Post, closest he's ever been to winning here in the Rebel Valley Sim Club, just wasn't able to get it done. Jacob Wilkerson gonna burn it down here in the 43 car. And we'll be moving on to the next race. This is going to be mini stocks at Slater Speedway. But Jacob Wilkerson able to get the win. All right, so that'll do it for that one. So we will be moving on, getting this next session. We'll talk to our race winner as well. Just a wild sequence of situations there towards the end of that race. A lot of cars going around, but they just never really was enough to really warrant any yellow flags. Cameron Face almost 2 in a row. When it comes to Atlanta, back-to-back weeks it could have been, but Wilkerson able to hold them all off. From last place, didn't qualify. Mentioned the last to first challenge earlier. So that will do it for that one. And on to the next one it will be. We're going to bring in Jacob Wilkerson to the booth. Jacob Wilkerson, you got a copy.
What's up?
Man, it looked like a hard to control race out there with all those cars. A lot of cars going around all by themselves, self-spinning. But you were able to survive all the way from the back, able to hold off Brian Post and Cameron Face there on the last lap to get another Rebel Valley Sim Club win. How'd you get it done, and how do you feel?
I was just taking it easy like I always do in most of these races. I started in the back and just let the race come to me, and it seemed like most of these guys in here just couldn't hold the car in the corners since it was pretty loose, but I was able to hold the car wide open in the corners like it was normal. Like, I just felt normal, but everyone else, they felt loose. But yeah, that was a crazy race.
All right, Jacob Wilkerson, that's your race winner right there. We will see you in the next one. So we look forward to all the situations that will unfold here. We're going to have no password for this mini stock Slinger race. We're allowing 15 cars to join. Only 15 machines going to be allowed to enter this race. So we will see exactly how this unfolds for a 40 lapper here at the Slinger Speedway. With the mini stock, a new car track combo. A new car track combo here. It's going to be at the Slinger Speedway with the mini stock car. Slinger Oval. Allowing 15 cars. 16, how about? Allow 16 in. 16 cars into the race. Once again, will be a night race. We had super late models here last week. And I was thinking during that, what if we had mini stocks here? So we will see exactly how this goes. We need at least 5 cars to register for the race for us to do it. People have 15 minutes. For our 3-race night of racing action fun. So that session should be visible for everyone shortly. Bringing them to the Slinger Speedway. Here with the mini stocks. And that session now up. So we expect some guys who we've never seen before, some randoms, if you will, to be racing with us here in this one. Just like the late model one, it's only like one regular. Is Patrick Connell was the only regular who raced that one. So that one is up. Jackson Bias, the only registration. The only registration so far here in this one. Should be a wild one. We'll get the camera angle set up and then we will get the broadcast ready to go. We'll be right back. Carter Levi back once again here at Slinger. He was in the late model race. But we do have 5. Awaiting some cars to do some laps. I'll just rip some laps. Oh, there goes. Never mind. So some cars making their way on the racetrack so we can get these camera angles all set and ready to go. Here we go, we see Cameron Face. Yeah, we might just have to probably open up, for the Formula V race, have open access for that one. There's probably no password for that one. Who else we got here? Chris Carter Levi in the 21. Currently fastest in practice. Jackson Buys in the 78. And Brian Post back in the 64. Oh, so close to winning there at Atlanta. There's Chase Ingram. So a good, decent amount of cars here in the field. And still expecting some more within the next 10 minutes of registration opportunity. Chase Ingram 5th in practice. Carter Levi's still top of the boards here with a 12-second lap time. Very quick lap times here. Oh, we got a couple new cars. This is 7 of Justin Cormier. Able to race with us here in this one. I'm upside down here. On the outside, pretty interesting, easy to flip if you just hit them. We still got 3 minutes here. Carter Levi increases from it to his best lap now. That's a 2/10 of a second over Cameron Face. So Carter Levi might just be the car. I mean, now Justin Cormier jumps up to second in the 7 car. See here, Jackson Buys blocking the exit of the pits. Car is unable to get practice laps in. So it looks like a field just about the size of our super late model field. this nearly going to be rolling itself under into qualifying here. See a tough situation here. Cameron Face trying to get some more practice laps in. Piling their way through. Jackson Vice blocking the pit exit. That's going to get him way back down there. It's a demo derby here. Still looks like 6 cars could be participating potentially here. Buys right back to it. Seconds left here in practice. And that is going to do it for the practice session here. So now it's going to be time for qualifying. We'll see if our top runners in practice are going to be able to translate their speed into the 2 laps of qualifying that they're about to take on here. And who's going to be first to make their way on? Cameron Face. See the high banks, corners. Into turns 1 and 2 for Cameron Face. Pretty solid 1 and 2 right there. Let's see what he can do with 3 and 4. Oh, ends up being a little rough there on the exit of turn 4. But a 12.78. Carter Levi gonna best that by 2/10, just like in practice. Cameron misses turns 3 and 4 that time as well. Oh, that's gonna end up going upside down. So a tough run for Cameron right there. But it's still going to be Carter Levi. And it looks like it's going to be a 6-car field. At the current rate here. No problem with that. As long as we get our 5-car field, it'll be good. Justin Cormier not laid down a lap yet. So we'll see. We see Chase Ingram in the 01 here having some problems of himself. 7/10 off. And out here in the middle of a porta potty. And here's Cormier on the racetrack now. Second in practice, so we'll see if he can get the speed that what it was. We see him go all the way to the outside to get as much speed as possible coming here to his first lap. Oh, very rough. 1 and 2 right there. Ends up getting on the apron. Misses that arc that you want. And here at 3 and 4. Pretty decent. Gonna get into the wall though. Might invalidate that lap. It's gonna be 5th. And now into the final corner for Cormier. Gets into the wall there. Not sure if that lap's going to count. It does not. So Justin Corber going to end up 5th. So pretty far off what we saw in practice for him. So this 6-car heat race type looking field here is going to be what we got, it looks like, for this race. So 6 cars here at Slater Speedway with the mini stocks for 40 laps. Gonna see what happens here in this one. Carter Levi on the pole. And only 2 cars on the racetrack here. Only 2 vehicles gridding here. We're gonna need more than this here. And there comes Brian Post. Need 2 more cars at least to join in. Now we just need 1 more. Jackson Buys, Chase Ingram. Everyone's still in the session. And there we go. So we do have 5. We're waiting that one last car. It's Jackson Buys in the 78. One of the smallest Rebel Valley races ever, but it doesn't matter. Good opportunities for all these drivers to get maybe a win. Like Brian Post, this could be it right here. So there's our field of 6. And I guess now they just wait for my car to join, because technically I'm part of the race, because we want to be able to potentially talk to the drivers through the chat. There's going to be 6 cars for 40 laps, and now finally here the field is going to be able to start rolling. So 6 cars here at Slater Speedway. Carter Levi on the front row wins the pole. I believe it's part of our late model race here that we had last week. Knows his way around, gonna get the 1 to green here. After this, going road race at the Formula V at Lime Rock Park. Pace car goes into the pits. And the green flag is going to be up in the air. Already got him sideways in the back and already spinning. It's 3 cars around. And that's going to bring on an early caution flag. Already 3 cars around right off the start. It's Jackson Buys, Justin Corbier, and Chase Ingram all get collected here right in turn 1 in the first lap. Let's take a look at how this unfolded. See right there, some contact, and right here Ingram down into these cars, and they all 3 are gonna spin, synchronized. No one really even hit each other, but it was still multiple cars going around. Still enough to bring that caution flag out. So that's an early yellow flag here in this one. And now it's just like nothing really ever happened in this race. We're going to line them back up again here. 1 to green, Carter Levi. Going to be the control car here on this restart. Through the high banks. Green flag back there. This time Cameron Face with a much better restart. Actually going to be able to stay to the door of the 21. Oh, but Ingram gonna slide into Cameron Face. That's gonna allow Carter Levi to pull away. They're still 4 wide down here through the back. And they're all still slide up. See Cormier into the wall. Into the corner, Carter Levi pulling away here. Fastest in practice, fastest in qualifying. Looking to do a clean sweep of all the events. Ingram into the outside wall, down the front straightaway. We see Brian Post looking to make a move for second. Carter Levi continuing to pull away here. Oh, both of them getting in the wall here. That's the 64 and the 7 car. Oh, we see contact Post. Oh, contact being made here for third. Post hard on the wall in the 64. Gets right back down into the 01 machine. And up the racetrack goes the 01 into Jackson Byes, putting him up the racetrack. The field now all spread out. Cars still getting into the wall exiting turn 4. It's every lap for these guys. Already a quarter of the way through. Carter Levi pulling away. Six cars, everyone's still in the race. Carter Levi pulling away about a 10th every lap over Cameron Face. Cormier into the outside wall. Post and Byes getting into the outside wall once again. And into the corner goes Jackson Byes. Side by side with Brian Post. The only side-by-side battle on the racetrack. Post down 3 spots since the restart. And into the wall once again. Continuing to pull away is Carter Levi. There in that 21 car. The field all spread out pretty much by equal distances. Are still getting into the wall. Down the front straightaway, the wall comes quick. Some still not able to figure it out. Oh, we see Carter Levi get into the outside wall. Pretty decently hard right there. But still pulling away from the 85 car. Now here we see Jackson Byes close it in on Chase Ingram. Oh, some contact going to be made. Into 3 and 4, nearly halfway. Byes way up the track there at 3 and 4 and into the outside wall. It's a decent corner here. These guys battling for 4th place. Both of them in the wall once again. See Cormier getting into the wall. I wonder if Chase Ingram might be able to catch up to that 7 car that's going to be battling for the 3rd place spot. Podium position battling here. Here we see Carter Levi gaining on Brian Post. Might be a lap car here shortly. But Carter Levi hanging on. See Cormier. Oh! And there we see a car around us, the 01. Oh! Brian Post gonna get collected. And it's the 01 of Chase Ingram who goes for a spin. Gonna bring out our 2nd caution of the race, which will rack this field back up. Let's see what happened. Jackson Byes just gets into him there in turn 4. And here we see Brian Post just get collected. Wasn't able to react in time, but I don't know if there's that much damage on that car. Oh, we see a car into the tire barriers here. That's Justin Cormier. Cars pitting for tires. Everyone except Carter Levi. So some differentiating strategy right here. We see Carter Levi going to be all alone on old tires. This is interesting. We'll see if this makes a difference. Cameron Face taking a long time in the pits. The 85 losing multiple spots. And losing laps as well. Everyone a lap down. car gonna pull in despite it not being time to go green. Just a disaster here. See Carter Levi confused now. As we await the pace car to get back on the racetrack, Carter Levi. Now all these guys getting way too much laps back. So now the green's back in the air, and the caution's gonna wave once again. Have to even put matters into our own hands here. Everything all messed up. So Carter Levi gonna be able to get the lead back here. As we see. So some confusing situations here under that caution flag. Putting this race for a bit of a whirl.
Hang on, we're not going green. We're going green.
So now our pack of 6 all lined up once again. Finally here, remember, on fresh tires is the whole field versus Carter Levi. Is this going to make a difference? That's what the question is. It'll be a 7-lap shootout. Pace car gonna make its way to the pit, so a little bit of confusion here.
Pace car is off.
Car's getting too many laps back. But Carter Levi, everything's all how it should be. Now Carter Levi back to the lead.
Green flag.
Green flag back in the air. Carter Levi, a good launch. Chase Ingram sideways. Now what can Cameron do on fresh tires? We'll see right here. Is it really going to matter? Here comes Buys. Look at the inside of the 85. Sideways goes Cameron Face. And Carter Levi once again pulling away. It's a brawl for second. Oh, Cameron Face continuously turned and gets slammed into the wall by Jackson Buys. And now Brian Post's gonna spin around and the caution's gonna wave once again. Oh! And now we got him upside down. Cameron Face up on his lid. And this one's gonna go to overtime. What in the world is taking place? Oh. Through the grass, trying to get the car collected, going too fast, ends up in the barriers and upside down for the 85 machine. So now our 4th caution is out. And now Justin Cormier and Brian Post once again with opportunities. See these cars making their way into the pits. Oh, some beef maybe. These guys need to make quick work of probably a fast repair and then get out on the speedway pretty much instantly. We see Cameron Face putting tires on the car.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
So gonna get the 1 to green next time by for what will be a 2-lap shootout. Carter Levi's led every single lap here so far. So here we go, gonna be time to get this one back underway for the final time. Gonna be a 2-lap shootout.
Pace car is
Can
off.
Carter Levi hang on? What I believe will be his first win in the Rebel Valley Sim Club. Here we go.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Gonna take some bull moves. Brian Post tries to send it, but is unable. Carter Levi to the white flag. 1 lap to go here for the 21 machine. Contact for second. Into the final corner. Carter Levi gonna get the win here at Slater Speedway. Victorious is the 21 car here of Carter Levi. Able to get this one done here from Slater. And we'll be moving on to some Formula V at Lime Rock Park. Every lap led here by the 21 car. So that is how this one is gonna go down, and we'll be getting this final session of the night up. So let's get this one up here. Could be another no pass race. Got 10-minute practice. Actually, here for this one, we're going to do open qualifying and race. Qualifying is going to be 15 minutes. The race will be 15 laps in duration. So time to get the Formula Vs out here. At Lime Rock Park, the classic version. Gonna allow 20 cars to join. One fast pair, one green, white checkered. And a standing start. Gonna make things interesting. So that one gonna be going up here. So we'll see what happens. Brendan Day, we apologize for not responding. But basically just search RVSC and hosted sessions. You'll be able to join in. So this one going to be going up shortly here. Allowing 20 cars possible here to join into this one. What should be an interesting one here. For the first time, we bring the Formula Vs to Rebel Valley Sim Club. So that one is up now. So we'll be joining in, getting everything ready to go. Gonna be qualifying right away, so we'll be right back. So what are we exactly gonna see here? It is qualifying here. 12 minutes of open qualifying. Gonna be getting underway. Here's Chase Ingram on the racetrack. You just never know who might be really good with the Formula V cars. Who else we got? We got Landon Slagan, Julian Els, Seyden Cortinas here we see in the number 86 car for MC Motorsports. Cameron Vase, also for MC Motorsports here in the 85. And here's Caitlin Engelbach, raced at Atlanta in the number 2. So a couple cars on the racetrack feeling out the conditions here. See Cortinas. Everyone's just getting ready to go. We see Zechariah Cartledge here in the 8 car. I will be right back. We will let this sit, and I'll be back. So we're back here with 5 minutes left in qualifying. Before we get this one, remember it's a standing start. We see Caden Carter, one of the new names. David Hamrick returns to the series. Justin Cormier back as well. And Zayden Cortinas, top of the charts right now here in the 86 car. We'll be right back. It's going to be an interesting race for sure. You got all the situations that you got to be mindful of here at Lime Rock Park. Challenging racetrack. Especially in these cars, the car can really easily get up from underneath of you. You'll find yourself spinning around. It's going to be the last race of the night. We don't have time for a race for Gotta Be Somewhere. So there will be no race 4 action. We're looking at about 1 minute lap times here. That is what... And my iRacing has broke, it looks like. Nope, we're good. Get it fixed up. What's interesting about the Formula V car in track, though, is the amount of draft you get with the car, the runs you can get. And it's all about teamwork with these cars. And I know a lot of these guys may not be all that good at the teamwork. We hear Guillermo Gutierrez here in the 17 car. Basically, the point is teamwork. When there's a car leading by a lot, you got to work together. You can't go for every pass. You got to draft with each other. So the draft lasts about 1 second. 1 second interval is where you can draft within. Before that draft ain't there no more. So we will just see exactly what we're going to see in this race. Caden Carter, last out of the cars who have made a lap in practice, 2 seconds off the pace. But basically anyone within a second of the pole time is going to have a chance. This David Hamrick with the pole time. See Jackson Buys. But a lot of these guys haven't been able to even set a lap yet. Here's Joseph Tucker in the 14 car. Going to be racing this one. Tucker ends up 10th. And this is qualifying, so we advise everyone not to troll. You know, this is cars trying to get laps in for their start. And remember, it's going to be a standing start. Actually cannot clear flags. I should not be clearing flags because it is qualifying, so someone might be getting an advantage with that. Zayden Cortinas second on the boards, trying to get a pole here. We see a car around. It's Zachariah Cartledge. Gonna spin and take out the 5. It's Alfredo Hidalgo. beef from earlier. Remember these guys going at it all the way back since race number 1 apparently. So we'll see if this continues throughout the race or not. Here's Guillermo with some damage. You see the left rear wheel is bent, but he's still out on the racetrack. Qualifying coming to an end, but there's still about a minute after that time expires. So everyone can get their last laps in. And the 17 gonna go around here. And there's David Hamrick, your pole sitter. He's gonna end up in the grass. That's gonna invalidate his lap. But a standing start it is, so there'll be no black flag clears for this race. As if you jump that start, someone's gonna jump it, we know it. Someone's gonna do it, and it ain't gonna be good for them. See who else is on the racetrack here. A couple cars getting their last. But the session apparently has to finish up, so we'll let it do that. But it's David Hamrick on the pole. Followed by Zayden Cortinas. And now it's going to be time to get this one underway. It's going to be a 15-lap race. We have 16 cars in the session. And it's a standing start. Might be one of the first ever standing starts. Actually, I think we've done it before in Rebel Valley, a monster race once, I believe. But you cannot jump this restart. There is cautions if needed, but don't think it'll be needed. As long as we got a battle. Or if there's like a, you know, horrendous wreck or something, you know, at the front. But a full field of cars. We got David Hamrick, Zayden Cortinas, Landon Slagan, Justin Corner, Caitlin Ingle, Chase Ingram, Caden Carter, Cameron Face, Joseph Tucker, Jackson Bias, Julian Nels, Alfredo Hidalgo, Zachariah Cartilage, Guillermo Gutierrez, Michael Lovelace, and Swan in the 15. So most of these guys, Rebel Valley regulars, except I believe like 4 of them we've never heard of. But it's gonna be a wild one. If any of them have their car in gear and they're on the throttle, they will struggle on this restart. They will be black flagged because they will jump that start. The colors, once it's time, go gray, then red, and then green. Hamrick blinking out potentially. Others blinking out throughout the pack. But it's going to be time to get things underway. And here we go. Oh, we see someone jumping the start in the way back portions of the field. And the green flag is in the air. Got him already wrecking towards the back portions of the pack. And it's the number 5 of Alfredo Hidalgo. And it was Zachariah Cartilage. That beef continues. And it turns 1 and 2 they go. And we see the top 2 pulling away here from the rest of the field already. 15 laps and Hamrick blinking out still. I talked about earlier, you guys can't be battling if they want to catch those top cars in the back. They're going to be going 3 wide here. That's going to allow Cortinas and Hamrick to pull away as these guys continue to battle. Into the corners they go. Up here it gets pretty sketchy as they go through this uphill portion, and they're still 3 wide. These guys do not know exactly how to race these cars. We see one off. It's Justin Cormier, a single car spin. Here's Cameron Face to the inside with Landon Slagan, but it looks like it might just come down to these two unless we see a caution. These guys have already pulled away 3 seconds on the field, and Zayden Cortinas knows what he's doing. He does not want to battle David Hamrick. Oh, we see contact back here. That's going to send Caitlin Engel around in the number 2. The 14 off in the grass as well. And now for the lead, Zayden Cortinas looking to the inside. And this is what Landon Slagan wants. Already you see him gaining a whole second in that set of corners. These guys have to stay single file, and they have to work together and hope these guys can battle it out. That's what needs to happen if they're going to want to catch up in the draft. But you see they're working together now in behind. Zayden Cortinas still looking for his first ever Rebel Valley Sim Club win. Might be his best opportunity to do it right here. Down the front stretch is David Hamrick making a move. He's blinking out. He's just going to stay right behind him. It's a smart move. Try to pull away from these cars behind. We see a move being made. That's Chase Ingram. Of course, Chase Ingram trying to make a move. Just doesn't understand how to race these cars. You cannot be battling for third when the top 2 are pulling away. You got to work together. They're still going at it here. Makes no sense. Sometimes you just got to wonder, you know. Do you really not want to win the race? Cortinas now just trying to pull away. But again, we talked about within 1 second we're going to be able to get the draft. So those third place cars, they're not able to draft. And we still see them going side by side right here. At this point, Slagan's just got to concede the spot. Here's some cars in the wall, somewhere in the field. And back up front, see Cortinas leading this race here. It could come down. Hamrick might be playing this smartly. Whoa! Slagan into the wall in the 91 car. He's going to lose multiple spots and might just have some wheel damage from that one, which is going to severely hinder speed and performance. And there goes the 12 of Caden Carter around. All by himself, and that's going to do it for his race. Back up front here with Zayden Cortinas. See Chase Ingram getting into the grass. There was a glimmer of hope for potentially some of these cars to catch up, but that ends up not being the case. See here back at the front of the field, these two got away early and never looked back. It looks like it might stay that way at this rate. Down through the downhill portions. Does David Hamrick continue to stay behind, or does he make a move? See him maybe pushing the 86. Not an NASCAR car, so it's a tough thing to do. We still got a lot of time left, 11 to go. These guys losing time consecutively here. Landon Slagan sideways and all over. More contact being made. Now Cameron's just hoping he can get away from this. There in that 85. He's finally gotten past, just hoping he can get away from that 14 of Joseph Tucker. Oh, we see a car around in front. That's the 18 of Jackson Buys. Around he goes. Tough race for the 18 car. But still here, back up front, we see a move being made. Joseph Tucker. Yeah, these guys, I don't think these guys are going to be able to catch up. Oh, contact Slagan and Tucker. Getting into each other there just a bit. But you see, as these cars battle, they lose time. To the inside goes Tucker. And back up front, the 86 and the 9 cars continue to battle it out here. And we see more contact back here. Chase Ingram now way off the racetrack. Aggressive battling this for a podium spot. Tucker back to the inside of the 85. Slagan gonna make it 3 wide potentially. Haynes onto it. Keeps it double wide. Cameron Face just hanging on for dear life, just trying to pull away, but just can't. These guys all still battle. And Hamrick might just want to stay second because his plan is, oh, I'm just gonna, at the last second, use the draft to pull out and get a big run at the last second. I think Cortinas is sitting duck where he's at. Oh, we see him wrecking here. It's the 01 of Chase Ingram. And I believe Joseph Tucker as well, potentially involved. It's going to bring out our first caution, a pretty heavy wreck. From what we're hearing, Chase Ingram collected in this one, brings out our first caution of the race. Going to bring this whole field back together. Let's take a look at what happened. These guys were all battling hard. Oh, right there we see the 14. Oh! Well, that's hard contact right there for Joseph Tucker. Right in the middle of the speedway. Oh, we see Engel barely escaping. Take a look at this. Woo! Almost disastrous for the 2 car. Ingram just gets turned around up in the air. A hard wreck, and then we see Joseph Tucker ends up hard in the barrier. Vicious wreck here. Gonna bring out the caution flag here. And here's the 17 of Guillermo Gutierrez. Who really has no business being out on the racetrack, 6-7 laps down, so we're just gonna remove him. But back up front, we're gonna get the 1 to green next time by. We're gonna bring this whole field back together. So Zayden Cortinas, who's led the most laps, looking for his first win. This time it'll be a rolling start. So it's just going to be interesting to see here how it all unfolds. It's going to be a restart with 6 laps to go. It'll be a 6-lap shootout. And this is going to be nerve-wracking here. Cortinas and Hamrick really wanted this race to go all the way to the end. Oh, and we're hearing maybe some concerns with fuel mileage. Some concerns for fuel potentially here. Let's see. Ah, looks like we're all good. 17 laps, we should be good on fuel unless we get overtime. We get overtime, that's going to be interesting. Cameron Face in the pits for some reason here, taking tires. And he's not going to be able to catch up to the front. Well, that looks like he'll probably be able to. Oh, well, we were a little delayed there. Face is still in the pits. He's not going to be able to catch up. And we'll see if that 85 gets back to the pack. Otherwise, not really sure why he was pitting. And I don't think Face is going to be able to catch up in time. So a tough way to take yourself out of contention. As he races his way, trying to catch back up in time before this green flag waves, he might have a chance. But here we go. Looks like about a handful of cars in position. And the 7 car gonna get taken out by Zachariah Cartledge. Tough break. And back to the green flag, back in the air. 6 laps to go here at Lime Rock Park. The field going to be more tightly packed together here this time around. Landon Slagan up to second. Now has his sights on Cortinas. And Face might be able to catch up. He'll catch up if these guys battle hard enough. Cortinas now just trying to pull away. But now we see Hamrick, who was in position earlier, was the fastest time in qualifying as well. He's now trying to get something. It was a 7 to Julian Nell, sadly, who ends up getting taken out. But does Slagan make a move for the lead here? Or does he stay content? It's still now a full pack. Before it was only 2 cars in contention. Now it's the whole pack of cars. Cameron Face spins around. Now what a tough situation for the 85. Not entirely sure what happened. Why he pitted and then untimed the catching up to the field. So it's just a confusing deal. And at the line, Cortinas leads that lap, and Cortinas going to find himself losing multiple positions. 3 wide into turn 1. Cortinas rocking it on the outside, going to put a tire in the grass. Going to lose 3 spots. Sent it too deep. And now it's Landon Slagan who's looking to pull away. We got a battle. And here comes Chase Ingram in the 01 car. Cortinas losing time, and now it's 3 wide. That's Swan, he's the new guy. Bryce Swan. One of the randoms. And now these guys battling here back for 3rd. It's just like how it was before, the top 2 starting to pull away. You gotta be concerned if you're Cortinas now. You know these guys just aren't smart enough to battle. And now he continues to lose time. It's gonna come down to these top 2 battling. Cortinas sees what was going to be potentially a win slip away. Well, Hamrick stay content. Hamrick smart, knows how to race. Oh, contact for the lead. Swan, Dorbanes. Look at that, all 3 of them tandeming it up. Ingram goes wide. Oh, Hamrick goes wide. Late in the race, the moves get bigger, the aggression gets bigger. And now up there at front, Slagan got Dorbane down the front stretch by the 15 car. Not gonna take it to the inside. He looks, maybe some contact. This is gonna allow Cortinas to catch up. They're side by side, and he's got some big draft in the 86 car. Shaping up to be a great finish right here. Ingram and Hamrick, they aren't out of it just yet. They just got to work together. Got one around potentially. Nope, looks like everyone able to keep it going. But now we see Cortinas right back into the battle. Down to the inside. Where does Cortinas go? Does he make it 3 wide? All the way downstairs goes the 86 car. 3 wide for the lead with 3 laps to go at Lime Rock Park. Kenny Clearman all in the 1. Oh! They're 3 wide in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Unbelievable. Crazy racing. How did they all make it through? Bryce Swan now with the lead. Here comes Slagan. He is very good through that specific corner. Always catches up right back to that 15 car. We've seen it lap after lap. Now Slagan looking to the outside, going to be side by side. If you didn't know, it's full throttle through this corner right here. And the next corner, it's all full throttle. Practically a super speedway here at Lime Rock Park. Just 2 corners you really got to brake for. Oh, we see it's getting close. One mistake, one wheel-to-wheel contact is going to end your race. But if the wreck is big enough, it could bring out a caution, which could send us into overtime. But we're coming to 2 laps to go. That's unlikely. 2 laps to go. Does Cortinas sprint it back downstairs? He's going to stay in line. 2 by 2. 15 went up the track just a bit there. Slagan still hanging on. He's still side by side and looking to the inside. Some great race. Oh, Bryce Swan goes wide into the 91 car. Oh, our camera angles. Somehow Zayden Cortinas takes the lead. We focus on the wrong car, we apologize, but now Zayden Cortinas takes the lead with 2 laps to go. A pack of 6 cars, all hungry for victory. Cortinas back down to the inside. Bryce Swan going to be all over him. Bryce Swan trying to win in his first start, back downhill. 14 now looking to the outside. We see Hammer in contact, slanging in the wall. It's going to end his hopes for a win. White flag in the air here at Lime Rock Park. Zayden Cortinas trying to get his first career Rebel Valley Sim Club win. He's got Bryce Swan all over him right there up the racetrack. Zayden Cortinas gonna protect that inside lane, but here comes Chase Ingram in third. Here comes the 15 all the way to the rear end. Cortinas trying to block pretty even through that corner. He's got to hold the inside here, but can Bryce Swan build up enough of a run? Oh! Aggressive blocking from Cortinas in the 86 car. How will Bryce Swan take that? Coming through the final two corners. Cortinas trying to break the draft. Here comes Chase Ingram to the inside. Contact gonna be made. That might be all she wrote for Zayden Cortinas. Zayden Cortinas through the final corner. Into the checkered flag, Zayden Cortinas. Gonna get his first career Rebel Valley Sim Club win here at Lime Rock Park. Zayden Cortinas victorious here at Lime Rock Park. How about that? Zayden Cortinas gonna burn it down. And he's got to thank Chase Ingram for that one. Chase Ingram, not sure what he was thinking right there, but just tried to, must have thought second was for the win. Made a move for second, eliminated everyone from contention. Cortinas able to hang on and get this one in the number 86, the Formula V. Gonna get the win. It's his first career win in the Rebel Valley Sim Club. And he's able to get it done back here. Cameron Face going to be a DNF, it looks like, for him. Not entirely sure what exactly happened. But it looks like another DNF on the stat sheets for Cameron Face. Julian Nels. See what happened to Cameron. Cut the whole course. And ends up DNFing. But it's going to finish, it looks like, 7th. So let's watch what a block by Cortinas right there. What a critical block. And right here, this is what we're talking to Chase Ingram. And right here, how should this play out? Well, Ingram's got to stay behind this second place car so they can build a run. Ingram's winning this race if he stays behind for sure. He's going to have a huge run. When Swan pulls out on Cortinas, Ingram's going to have the biggest run in the world down the front straightaway. Ingram choked this one away with that one, but Zayden Cortinas thankful for that one. And you see David Hamrick disappointed how things played out. But he probably just wasn't happy at Ingram for making the move. Hamrick knows what he's doing in these Formula Bs. He knows that was some bad etiquette. Alfredo Hidalgo still able to hang on. Maybe looks like to a top 5 finish. Drag race at the line. But it was Zayden Cortinas who ends up victorious here. Let's talk to our race winner. Zayden Cortinas, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Zayden Cortinas, it looked like things were all out of hope, but you were able to hang on. Chase Ingram battling like seconds for the win there in the final corners allowed you to just pull away. No one had anything for you there down the front stretch on the last lap. And you're finally able to get your first ever Rebel Valley Sim Club win for MC Motorsports. How does it feel?
Yeah, man. Just finally. Just like grinding it out, just waiting for an opportunity like this to finally win. And man, I love road course racing, It's awesome. I'm glad I could win here. But yeah, I'm also glad I could win with MC Motorsports for the first time. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, Zeta Cortina's first time winner. And that is how we wrap up the night. This is interesting night of racing and some wild things. But it's just fun. Easily best race of the night right there at Lime Rock Park. Just it's super speedway racing on a road course with these cars. I mean, you gotta work together, you gotta execute. You gotta make the right moves, gotta make the right decisions. What a block Cortina's through. And what a block that Cortina's threw there on Swan. Swan, first time for him coming out to the Rebel Valley Sim Club.
Alex Tolo has made an uncharacteristic mistake.
Watching some Twitter highlights right there. But either way, that is how it ends here tonight. We appreciate everyone tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.